apparently that bitch facing some backlash right now. I don't know why. A couple months ago, she was probably the most famous motherfucker to make a meme out of. I don't know much about it. I'm just a reactor. Everything I'm about to say is allegedly. Even what I just said was allegedly. YouTube.
Recently, the hot Tuah girl has been in some controversy. I don't know who the hot Tuah girl is. I mean, I don't. You do know who the hot Tuah girl is. There's no way you don't. But she's a girl from small town Tennessee that came to Broadway, Nashville, Tennessee, who got interviewed by two guys named Tim and D. And I mean, we all know the famous clip.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
From that clip,
I'm not gonna lie, I seen Dumb Boy's part explaining how she was dissing them and shit like that, and damn, I didn't even think she was that kind of person. I was trying to fall asleep the other day. I didn't even get to watch the full video. I was trying to fall asleep and I just seen it, and it was explaining their part, and like I was like, damn, I didn't know she was a little two-faced like that. Allegedly, type shit. I don't got no bread to pay you. Ha! My dead body, bitch.
Became a mega superstar. Podcasts, interviews, everybody wanted to get a little bit of that hot Tuah money and a little bit of that hot Tuah clout and fame. And from that, she's even started her own podcast called Talk Tuah that's been infamous on the internet because of how bad that shit is. Like,
That respect.
this is what we're working with, all right? Just keep it
What the
But
fuck?
recently, though, she's been in a lot of controversy because of some things she said in the past. Her interviewers, aka Tim and D, shout out to them, they make great content. I recently came out and said that allegedly she tried to sue them. Now, about a month ago, I actually had them on stream to talk about why she sued them. The link to the full video of that is right here. She was mad that they were making money off of her clip, even though it was their video that made her famous. She got interviewed by Tim and D, who at the time already had a good, decent platform. Their platform took her to the next level, but she doesn't like to say this because apparently they're her leeches, even though she used their platform to become famous.
This dude right here, who made her entire career, made her a millionaire, who changed her life forever, is now suing this dude for the video. But I have news for you. By law, he doesn't actually even own the video. The guy holding the camera, legally speaking, owns the video. If you go into public and ask a stranger to take a picture of you, by law, that stranger owns that video. So let's get that straight right away. Also, her podcast is #3 on the charts. This is all bought and paid for, just so you guys know. It's all fake hype. And so this poor dude, who actually made her famous, all he wanted was a little bit of credit. Just wanted her to say a shout out or a thank you or recognition for him putting her on. She's like,
But look at how God worked, right? She ain't want to give him no creds on anything. Look at now. She's gonna go through the backlash, and all of the credits gonna fall right to him, just like he wanted it at first.
she's like, bet, I'll put you on. And decided to sue him for rights to the video.
Little Miss Hot Tuah, who hasn't given credit to D or Tim throughout this whole process at all. Actually, she goes out her way to criticize these people, which we'll get into later. Wants to get every single penny she can pinch from these people. The point where she's willing to sue them to get their video. Now look, like I've said earlier, I've had these people on stream, they live in Nashville, they cool people, we're actually locked in for real. That's not why I'm making this video, by the way, I'm just keeping it real. But they spoke about this whole thing a little bit on my stream. And I just want to show y'all a couple clips from this, alright?
The whole situation of her trying to sue, how that came about. First one couldn't get the job done, hired another litigation attorney who reached out and who's supposedly sending a letter. So what else would the letter be about?
So this isn't false news, it isn't fake news. This actually did happen, but listen to what they said next.
And then she said something about like fake news. I guess with all the hate she was getting, she probably decided not to do it no more.
She tried to dead it real quick.
Yeah.
Stand on it.
Once it broke out that she was trying to sue them, she quickly backed out of it because she didn't want to hurt her reputation. Not
This hella two-faced, ain't it? Damn.
because she realized the error of her ways, it was purely for her reputation. Y'all kind of seeing what type of girl this is, bro? I'm not trying to defame no character, but the proof is right there, bro. I'm just keeping it
That's
moving. Now, before we
crazy.
get deeper into it, right? Me, Tim, and D had a whole hour-long interview that we went through. So if you want a more in-depth analysis about this whole situation, I would advise y'all to go watch that. But during our interview, they kept on calling out the lies that the Hot Tuah girl has been saying about them. For whatever reason, she's been trying to act like they're the bad guys, like they forced her to do the interview, and she's trying to act like the victim for her going viral.
I think that's the part I
And in
seen.
the full in-depth breakdown video that Tim and D actually made on their channel, which by the way, also go watch that. They actually talk about this deeper than they did on my interview. Now let's tap in.
The night of it all, the Hot Tuah video. You're out drinking after a night with your friends.
This is the video I was playing. I fell asleep on. Great recap.
You get asked, what is something crazy you do in bed?
Oh, yeah.
Hot Tuah. It was funny.
I was being a little bit of a smartass, too. Cause,
Yeah.
You're going to come up to me with a microphone and ask me something like that? Oh, well, I'm going to hot Tuah and spit on it, you know. I don't mean nothing by it.
We gonna come up to her?
You came to her? I don't think that's how that happened.
No, that's not how that happened.
She most definitely walked across the street.
We were
minding our business.
She was clout chasing.
I had the camera in my hand. We were looking at clips. We was like, man, do we have enough?
Yeah.
It was like, what, 2?
Late as hell. And they came around, seen the camera, and tried to see what's up.
Hold on. You don't want to tell them the real reason why they came over.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
So in that, they clearly exposed the lie. She actually came up to them. They didn't go up to her. And if you don't believe that, they said the exact same thing in my video. The reason why they came over to Tim and D is because the Hawk Tuah girl, Haley Welch, was actually interested in Tim, I believe. They was trying to get the number, no, typical whatever shit. You feel me? It's Nashville, bro. But something that she keeps on trying to avoid is that she actually asked to be in the video. Also, another point that she tried to bring up is that she ain't know what was going on. She ain't know that it was the YouTubers. That's a lie. They literally have footage in this video that's a lie. We're gonna get to that later, though.
Like I was earlier.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You clearly hear them telling this girl, yo,
The YouTube channel. That's them telling the YouTube channel, right?
The clip's gonna be here. Are you okay with the clip being here? Let's keep on playing.
And DTV.
All right.
You said we better post that?
Yes.
She said you better post that.
She said y'all better post it. Keep on watching though. I ain't gonna lie, we exposing
That's
everything.
You said we better post it. So don't come back trying to tell me, hey, take it down, I'm gonna sue you.
Damn, Tim. Tim low-key awake. Tim was aware of what the fuck might happen in the future. Damn. That's that black power, I ain't gonna lie.
Stat the third.
Damn,
Okay, that's
Tim.
first lie. Or the second lie. I don't know. I'm not keeping track no more. And I'm glad they took video evidence of that, bro. Because that's one of the big arguments she's trying to make between against them. Oh, I didn't have consent. Oh, I didn't know what was happening. We clearly see that all of that's a lie. It's clearly obvious that they did the interview because they wanted to get a little bit of clout and some fame. If you can't tell that by now, I mean, I don't know what I could do to show y'all. It's just what it is. And I don't know why she's lying about that, and I also don't know why she's trying to villainize these two people, but it's just weird. Do y'all not get some weird energy from it? It's weird. Why are you trying to villainize two black creators that made you famous? I mean, it's one thing not giving credit, but it's another thing when you try to literally lie on their name. That's not the only thing they lied about, though. Now look, if I went down on
is
all
more?
of their lies, we would be here for an hour. But there's one more big lie that I want to expose that she said.
Tell
In the
us,
same
Cloud.
podcast clip that I just showed y'all, she was trying to get on Tim and D for asking D.
Let me know,
questions.
Cloud.
And here's the thing. They tried asking her normal questions, but every single question they asked her, she responded with something sexual. I'm gonna play the clip right now.
This is my wife. What makes me wifey material?
What makes her wifey material?
That fat ass you got.
Just keep it in the bean. Like, I'm sorry. Let's keep it a bean. And if you go back into their video, they kept on
That's not that
asking
sexual,
regular
though.
questions until she wanted to be asked something spicy. They wanted to go viral. She wanted that 15 minutes of fame. So after she asked, they gave her a spicy question, and that's what happened. So it's clearly obvious this girl's a liar at this point. But I think we're all wondering the same thing. Why lie? Me and the boys did talk about this on the interview. We was trying to figure out
Why
why
lie,
she
though?
would
Not
lie,
for
'cause it
real.
makes no sense. Some of the reasons that we threw out was potentially it could be her management. They may not want to give credit to Tim and D. They may want to just separate them just so she gets more publicity. Second reason, maybe Tim and D did one of their friends or whatever wrong. I mean, it's obvious that there was chemistry in the whole little interaction. Maybe, you feel me, some numbers were exchanged, some time was spent together, blah, 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 and now they don't fuck with her. Or third, it could be a racial matter. Now, me personally, I don't think it's really a racial matter. I feel like it's more of just a pride thing. But people...
I don't think it's a racial matter because if it was a racial matter, they wouldn't have been on camera with them. And she was like way too comfy in that little clip if it was a racial matter.
On Twitter and on the internet have been talking about this racially, you know, just how what Twitter does. They've been saying things like, it's weird that a white woman has profited off of black creators without giving credit to them and also disrespecting them in the path that she's gone. People are talking, bro, and I'm not finna lie, I'm not trying to say she's racist. I mean, I don't think she would do this whole interview if she was racist.
That's what I'm
It is
saying.
an argument that's being made. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like it's a mix of her management telling her not to, and also maybe some behind the scenes matters happened. I don't know. There was quite a bit of text messages being exchanged between her friends, and Tim and D as they show later in this video. Let's tap in. This is a conversation that Tim and D had with Chelsea, which is a friend of the Tuah girl. And in this conversation, you see that there's a bit of discourse. They're talking about potentially collabing in the future, doing other things. Also, on my interview, they also leaked that they was willing to pay $10,000 to the Tuah girl to have her come back on for a video. I'm saying all of this to say that if there was bad blood between them, it for sure wasn't on Tim and D's side, because why would you pay?
Hold the fuck up, 10 bands? 10 bands? Nigga, I could say hard too, nigga. What the fuck? You mean them 10 bands?
Somebody you don't like, $10,000 for them to come back on. That's a lot of bread. Also, there's multiple clips, there's multiple videos, and a lot of evidence of these guys never casting hate onto this girl until she sued them or tried to sue them. And then that's when they flipped the sides, whatever. So if there was bad blood, it wouldn't be on Tim and D's side. I mean, you can clearly see they're talking. These aren't like hate messages. This is just chill conversation. My honest opinion, I feel like Haley got what she wanted. She blew up. When she started making that money, she just kind of stopped caring about Tim and D. Now, again, I don't understand why she started hating on them, especially when they weren't sending hate to them in the first place. Y'all can make y'all assumptions about that. But it's overall a weird situation, and it's especially weird because in this video, it seems like Miss Good Old Tuah has had a change in heart. Now, like I've mentioned earlier, Tuah has a podcast named Talk Tuah. And in a recent clip of the Talk Tuah podcast, she joked about having Tim and D back on. Let's go ahead and watch this.
I feel like we could do it. If we just like go to Nashville a couple nights, just get wasted.
Oh, we definitely could.
We could just like sneak up on you and like send like some crisis actor to interview you and try to get something out. What would
we
yours
get Tim
be?
and D to do it again.
Nah.
I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem.
They wouldn't. Yeah.
Wonder what they're doing.
They reacting to your
Let us
video.
know, what are we doing? Are we going on this podcast?
Are we going on this podcast? Because it seems like she's wondering what we're doing, isn't she?
Bang!
Oh!
Ain't a good look, Haley. Haley, whoa.
Boys, I want you to come to the pod. Hell nah. I would have told that bitch hell nah. I wouldn't even entertain that shit.
GM, Tim and D. Hello, boys. I want you to come on the pod. And she got her friend Chelsea, the one that they was talking to before, to do the same thing. Now tell me, let's lock in, bro. Miss Haley has been talking shit about these people for weeks and months. Any interview that they get brought up, she talks shit about them. I would tell that bitch hell nah. We can play multiple videos and clips of this actually happening. I just don't want to bore y'all because y'all already know it's happening. But now that she has a position of power, she has a podcast that's somehow number 3 in the world. What the fuck? She wants to get these two creators who have just done her dirty, just emasculated her, and harassed her to do the interview. Come on. That deserve no credit at all because they're degenerate creators, even though you blew up off of talking about giving head and shit. Like, what are we talking about? Now you want them on your podcast so that you can get even.
Wait, so to get this shit straight, she wanted a spicy question and she got the spicy question. She went viral off the spicy question. Now the people that she went viral off of, she kicked them down. And while they're down, she kept kicking. And now she want them to come on her show, allegedly. And I would have hit that bitch with the meaning. Fuck no.
More views. Y'all not see what type of person this is, bro?
That's crazy.
Just talk all of that shit about them. But now, you want these same people that you have been degrading, have been calling them out, have been straight up defaming their name for months after you used their platform to become a millionaire. Now you want them to get on your podcast so you can make even more money. What type of person is this, bro? Shit like that. I want y'all to just look at the reaction to all of this information.
Y'all let us know in the comments, man. Should we do it?
What is it?
You know, we said we would consider it's just something we gotta think about, right? Because you know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
I asked him that question, by the way.
The way our name and shit was just like drug in the ground, and all we wanted the best for her, genuinely. Right? Like literally in the DMs, I was like, if she don't want to, it's 100% fine. But can nobody say that we didn't try? Yeah. Have a blessed day.
Again, they already tried to collab with her. They was trying to pay her.
That's crazy.
They was willing to pay and compensate her to collab with them, even though they put her on.
That's crazy. So they were willing to pay her, but she not even willing to pay them. And she just want them to show up for free so she can make the bread off the podcast. She know that shit gonna do numbers.
Back then, she didn't want to. Now that she got a margin to gain, she has a method to gain. She wants to bring them onto the podcast. And what she will probably do is just talk shit about them. Just to insult and embarrass these two black creators again, like she's been doing for the past months, just so she can get some more money. She'll probably just laugh about it after. And if that doesn't happen, well, you will never.
Alright, hold on, Cloud. I don't like how you keep saying these two black creators. If we not making this shit about race, just say creators. to be honest. The fact that you keep saying these two black creators, you're making it seem like the main problem is about race from her side. I just feel like she a green type of bitch. Like, chill. She's just green. Like, she's just flawed like that. I don't think it's a race thing.
Podcast, because there is no way she will release a podcast where she actually gets exposed. There's just a weird vibe to this whole situation, this weird energy. She needs to be held accountable for what she's doing, because this is just Also, if you wanted proof that they wanted the best from her and they wasn't hating on her before all of this happened, here's screenshots, bro. I'm telling you, if you want more proof and more detailed analysis, go watch the video. It's a really good video. It's 40 minutes long. They give evidence for everything I'm saying if I don't provide the evidence here. Now, the last argument that people could potentially make against Tim and D is that she was drunk when they recorded her and posted the footage. Just come here real quick. Let me just let y'all know about something. If you choose to drink and record a video, that is your fault. It's not predatory for them to do it. Plus, her sober friends told them to post the video. They knew exactly what they was trying to do. She's trying to...
Plus, Tim and D said they crossed the motherfucking street and came to them so they could record the video, and they asked for a spicy question. What the fuck?
That drunk role so you could feel bad for her, but in all reality, there's nothing to feel bad for. She got what she wanted. Are y'all gonna feel bad for a girl that she got millions of dollars from saying,
fuck no,
spit on that thing? Like, what are we talking about? And plus, if you're drunk and you make bad decisions, that doesn't mean you aren't supposed to be held accountable for those bad decisions. As a society, we never feel bad for drunk drivers. You got drunk, you got into the car. Even though you're drunk, you still can think a little bit. I don't want to hear that excuse. Despite what happens to you, you consciously chose to get drunk, and you put yourself in that position, bro. It might be a sad situation, but we can't feel bad for you. Actions have consequences. And again, I wouldn't feel bad for Haley. I mean, she profited. She changed her life. She was working at a factory before Tim and D changed her life. So it's just kind of like, okay, bro, why are we feeling bad for you, bro? Like, you're richer than all of us, bro. But apparently, I'm not the only one with this mindset anymore. More and more people are turning on Miss Haley Welch. They're realizing her true character, realizing how she's been lying to the media, to the internet about Tim and D. And people are coming out.
I wonder what the fuck she thinking right now. I wonder, like, the fact that she's getting all this heat, what the fuck is her next move? Because it's a downfall is what it's looking like. No cap.
Is trying to speak out about this. On the screen, I have multiple viral tweets criticizing Miss Haley Welch for the things she has done. And while I'm not trying to make a hate video for her, I just gotta keep it a beam. There's no silver lining in what she's doing. It's weird as hell that she chose to disrespect these creators for putting her on. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this on the internet before. It's just a weird situation. And as a Nashvilleian myself, I don't like that when people think of Nashville, they now think of her. When she's clearly pushed down black creators in the state that she's from, when she could have uplifted them, figured out the issues off camera. And honestly, this viral moment could have became something beautiful if she just went about it properly. All she had to do...
She could have been like way bigger. A podcast number 3 in the world, she could have been number 1 for real. She could have gotten way bigger by herself. Well, not by herself, but like if she just did it correctly.
Was just not criticize them and maybe just give them a little bit of credit. Even if she didn't give them credit, there was no reason for her to criticize these people. She literally went out of her way to do it. And she has been caught on camera lying multiple times about things that's happened. Not to mention the other lies that Tim and D did expose in the video. Again, go watch that if you want a full perspective of this. This girl's just a liar. She obviously doesn't have the best of character. You can say what you want about Tim and D, but they are truly the victims in this situation. So let me know what y'all think about this whole situation in the comment section. Go check out Tim and D's video. I'm telling you right now, it will change your whole perspective about this whole situation. Or you can check out 4 condensed versions of the big interview that we did. And you can see more information about this topic that they didn't reveal in their big video. Because I'm telling you right now, they left out a lot of personal things in the video that they did. So if you want to go see those personal things, check out the interview.
I think it being racial hate is a bit extreme, but she dead wrong for hating on people who made her a millionaire. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a racial shit, cause so Cloud, my dog, stop saying 2 black creators. That just sound bad. I don't fuck with that. It just sound racial when you just blatantly saying 2 black creators. The hot Tuah girl was never funny, not gonna lie. I just felt like it was a little bit different from what the fuck was going on in the world at the time. Like, she just gave us a little piece of moment that girls are freaky type shit. We gotta rise and fall of hot Tuah before the GTA 6. We gotta stop talking about her to make her career end. I feel like this was a valid video though. It's not really talking about her, it's talking about like the situation. Like, the situation needs some light on, nigga. If you don't talk about this situation, she would just continue to have her career with her podcast and shit. The fact it's in Nashville is so highly believable. My uncle lived there and is happily married with 2 kids. Can't count the amount of times he's been hit on. He's a good looking guy. Not in a weird way, but some of them were with his wife with him when he got hit on. Oh shit. Damn, Nashville like that. Nashville don't give a fuck about your relationship. It's just a whole city. I'm surprised that a Jake Paul employee is doing the same, is doing shit like this. She's following his footsteps. She a Jake Paul employee? This was a valid video. Let me know what you think. Nah, remember, sub up. We already hit 1,000, so it's your choice to join the gang or not. We're gonna keep consistent. We're gonna keep grinding up. We're gonna get lit. I'm gonna try to drop 2 videos a day from now on. So hold me accountable, nigga. Yeah.